This is Low Moon Origins, and the story continues. 6 is swooping in. It is 1, 2, 3. Attacking Millie.
Come on, Millie, defend yourself.
Millie did not have her on initiative. Hit. But Millie is hitting her back, but not by enough to stun. She's checking to see if she falls off the ledge. Oh, crud, natural 20. Okay, so what happens is she swoops in, attacks Millie. They exchange blows. Millie hits her pretty hard, but not by enough to stun. She is repulsed back out away from the ledge, and Millie falls off the ledge, and she's like sliding down. So the first 30 feet, nothing bad is going to happen, but she's going to get going too fast by the time she goes down. So she's disappearing down into the valley, basically. Millie is. Okay. And then we're in initiative 5, 4.
I'm going to go ahead and go on with Millie.
From 4, you're jumping down? What was your initiative?
8.
Oh, but you're holding.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So you're jumping down in 4. Okay.
4. We got 2 4s down here.
Yep. 4. Okay. So there are 3 of them left. Okay. One of them has attacked this round, and she just pulled Millie off the ledge, and now Millie is falling down into the valley. That is not the most interesting one.
Actually, is there a chance I could jump onto that particular harpy and still be able to flash on the mountain?
No, because she pulled back. So. Then the other 2 have not yet committed this round, and one of those 2 is the most interesting one.
Are you strong?
Oh no.
What's the... Like, Millie's slowing her fall, right?
Yes, so far. It's going to be too
What's
far.
the likelihood if Taya braced me, I could swing down and grab Millie?
No, she'd be long gone.
Come on, it's heroic.
It's beautiful. It's Tarzan-like, but it's not. What's the word?
Bye, Millie.
Scientifically
Hope
possible.
you find your dad.
I hope you find your dad.
Jeez.
Right, I'm going to stand between
Even for the bushes.
interesting one and
Aim for the
anybody else.
bushes?
Okay.
Hopefully there's a hay bale down there.
Summoning my
Wasn't even like a tree in
Okay.
for 3 blocks.
not even an
So,
awning or anything.
Leon sees Taya step toward. Let's see, the next person in line was Wilmato Sen, right? Step toward Wilmato Sen, and she summons the spectral scimitar.
Okay.
But there's nothing to attack at the moment. Okay, are you doing anything else? Ron doing
Like
anything?
she's attacking Wilma so far?
No, maybe she's looking more at Wilmato Sen than she is the Harpies, let's put it that way.
Okay. So I have a rope going out to Taya and a rope going out to Wilmato Sen.
Correct.
Can I hold Taya's rope so she can't move closer to Wilmato Sen?
You can try.
Okay. I'll try to stop her in her spot.
Okay. So,
What are you doing?
roll d20 versus wisdom to make sure you grab the correct rope.
Oh boy. 10 made it.
Okay, so yes, you look down and you go, oh, this is a rope. Okay, and you grab the rope and you work to pull her back. It takes a second for the slack to come out. Initially, because you weren't really trying to get to her to attack, it really hasn't affected you too much unless he pulls you more. But the slack is out of the rope, so if he pulls hard on the rope, it's going to pull you back.
No, it's still slushy.
Okay. And then, that was in, both of those were in 4.
I have a slushy machine now.
3. Ren jumped down. Millie jumped down.
Millie was pulled down.
Yes, pulled down. Okay. And then, so that really only leaves Wilmato Sen, Jasmine is hanging upside down. So that's a tempting target. And then Taya.
So I went there Friday, and I had the sushi.
Jasmine. Okay, so the one of the harpies, the most interesting one, comes and attacks Jasmine while she's hanging upside down. All 3 hits.
What makes her the most interesting?
1,
Large food.
3, and 3. Total of 7.
And the guy.
Was this the one that attacked me earlier, Dan?
Just
Yes.
the whole nonchalant.
Why didn't you tell me that she was the most interesting one earlier?
She is not most interesting to you.
Okay.
He's a butt guy.
He's a bug guy.
Celibate.
But he cannot lie.
Okay. The last one goes in. The last one goes in 2.
Monks are gonna monk.
1 to 3, Jasmine. 4 to 6, Wilma to Sen. It's Jasmine. The last one attacks Jasmine as well.
Oh, jeez.
Put it on your
Guys,
character.
I'm hanging upside down, helpless here.
Not interested.
And all 3 hit.
I think, just hang on.
1, 3, and 1. That's puny. No, I'm sorry, the last one was 2. I apologize. That's a D6 now. So it's 1, 3, and 2. Total of 6.
Come on.
Okay.
But she's not built like a tank, or even like a milk truck. Okay?
I have a decent number of hit points though because of
The
magic
girdle
items
thing.
and my hawk.
Probably
killing
has
the thing.
way more hit points
Somebody's
than
lean
me.
on.
Well, it's still alive. Or otherwise you'd be missing double its hit points.
Yeah. Double it.
So
Okay?
Taya hasn't responded to me at all or nothing.
No, but she did not respond to your verbal statement, and you didn't actually physically pull her back. You just pulled all the slack out of the rope.
Yeah,
She
I'm
wasn't
not
trying to
letting
get to her to attack, so
I'm not. What's that?
she wasn't actually trying to get to her to attack.
Oh.
She just moved in her general direction. Okay, and we're ending the segment, and I believe that ends surprise because that was 4.
Okay.
So you're dangling upside down,
Do something.
but you're no longer surprised by that fact.
That's the least surprising thing that's happened there, apparently.
Okay. Josh,
Okay.
you and Millie come crashing into the forest floor.
Alright.
Okay. So at the bottom, as you come, there is like rocks at the edge, and then there's a tree and roots that come right up to the edge of the rocks. It's the rocks that really hurt.
Harpies is back.
Yep. Just what I figured.
Gonna foot.
13 points of damage.
Alright.
Not even that bad.
No structural. Oh, that's good.
Even more than that. like
Okay.
harpies.
Millie is unconscious, however.
Alright. I will rush over and. Oh, actually, first I will scan the area and make sure there are no dragon monks moving in to attack us.
Okay. Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LMGIVE, to 419-419-0095.
I bet roll 15 for whatever. Thanks, sir.
Okay?
Yeah.
Roll a dex check at half.
Okay. No, I made stacks, but not at half.
Okay. So, one of the harpies apparently that went down
What?
lunges at you, and you like roll, curl up, and kind of lash out in reflex, but you do not hit.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll be in initiative. You'll be in melee with her this coming round.
I did, huh? Where did you
Okay.
get it from? I did. Oh, okay. But you can't eat it on my bed.
Okay, so we'll do this all together. We're rolling initiative. If we have not already.
Joy.
For Millie's bleeding also. Okay. Don't think there's any missile fire. We're in 9 melee. 8. 7. 6. You're in 6? Okay. So, from your point of view, back on the ledge, Leon has pulled the rope tight behind you, so advancing more is going to be tough. Right in front of you is Wilma Tosen, and she is not engaged in melee with anyone at the moment, and you know that she is a spellcaster. She's probably outside melee reach unless you push the rope a little bit. Then just beyond her is Jasmine, who's dangling upside down, and 2 of the harpies, one of which is the most interesting of harpy, are like swooping in and out and striking at her. Okay, and then there is a 3rd uncommitted harpy. That's where you're at. What would you like to do? The most interesting harpy is only in danger at the moment from Wilma Tosen. Okay. All right. So then that was, what was that, 6? So also in 6, one of the ones that attacked Jasmine last round is Jasmine, Wilma Tosen.
Rapper or something? One off the stand under the fence. Before it goes around.
Okay.
Oh, you're afraid. Just not fly when you get the bowl. I was just having you eat on the top of the bowl. That was the drip that goes in the bowl. See?
Okay, so one of the harpies that was previously uncommitted, and it's not the most interesting one, flies toward Leon to attack. Okay. What was your initiative?
5.
Okay, so it has you on initiative, and it will fly up and try to claw you, which it will fail to do. Okay. You may strike it back if you wish.
Okay. What are you doing?
Roll to hit.
Muscle memory. Let's see. Long sword is 3. So -6 plus the sword.
Definitely hit.
I'm assuming they're not large.
Correct.
8 is 10 plus 2 is 12 plus the sword.
Okay. She takes a nasty gash and twists and plummets away and is kind of headed down into the valley. It doesn't look like she can fly anymore.
We're training harpies.
I'm sorry! I yell as it's falling.
Okay. And the most interesting harpy screeches at you scoldingly. You feel chastised.
I do.
I'm sorry.
I hang my head in shame.
Okay. The other one that goes, the most.
I'm sorry, you said it did damage to me, correct? Or did it miss?
It missed. Okay. And the other uncommitted harpy goes after Jasmine. 2 hits. 3 points and 4 points. That was as much as the 3 hits last time.
And they're swooping in and out, so she's not
Correct.
always in danger.
Correct. Okay.
I'm hanging
That was in
upside
6.
down and then flying past and wiping at me.
5.
Me.
I go 5.
Okay.
Jasmine, get over here!
I'm gonna attempt to climb on the wall.
Okay. Roll a d20 versus your strength to get yourself moving.
Lord.
You're good at these.
You should play strong character.
No. 13.
Okay. So basically, you twist around. get your hands on the wall, and you wind up swinging your legs down, so you're up, your right side up, but your head is just barely above the ledge, and you're actually clinging to the wall below the ledge. Okay, and you can start to move, but it's not going to be like
Just like spider climb along the wall.
yeah. Yeah, so if you do that for the whole round, you'll be on the ledge at the end of the round.
Remember, you're still holding up your body weight.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
So she's like, her hands are, she's like this, and her butt's down by her leg. She's like, Just kidding. Probably not though. She has average strength, right? What is her strength?
9.12.
9.12.
What?
She has 9.12 strength.
How?
Bodybuilding.
Huh?
I have bodybuilding.
That doesn't give you 0.1
Well,
weight.
she has 12 percentile.
Oh, I see.
All right. Anyway,
I was thinking 9.1.2.
what initiative was that? 5. Okay, so also in 5, Wilma Tosen begins to cast a spell.
Everybody get to the ledge over here.
Sherry, Wilma Tosen is beginning to cast a spell.
Okay. I'm going to.
I got it.
Just poke her a little bit. Not too hard.
I gotta do this bumper really hard.
Okay. Roll a d20. If you hit, right, and you can do some dual damage for that. Well, probably, yeah, I'll let you do that. I'm gonna say I'm not sure if you know with the spectral scimitar, but yeah,
Vorpal weapon? Yeah.
it's not Vorpal. No. All right, so
Hers is.
Vorpal.
you
We
smack
can
her. What
just
is
hit checker.
paralyzation? What is?
No.
Oh, you don't want to do
I
that.
want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna smack her, but you can do non-real damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll to hit.
Slap her.
4.
What is one stick?
That is a hit. Okay. So roll your damage.
Am I doing pluses?
Yeah, but that's only going to be 1/4 real. Okay, so it's 2 points of real damage. 9 points of. Okay, so what happens is you put your sword. She goes, oh, yeah, and she begins to draw some orange energy up in her hands. And you take your sword and you go smack, and it hits her right in the forehead. And the spell ends, and she sags back against the wall unconscious.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
She only had 8 hit points left. She'll wake up in a couple minutes.
What was that for? What is going on?
Let's take note. Leon's no longer allowed to lead a party.
All right,
You did.
I'm here.
3.
That's what I said.
I'm
Let's take
still in
note.
5.
Oh, 5. Okay, back to 5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I believe I have a harpy on me.
Yes, you do.
And I'm 5 for 2. Am I still 2 this round?
2. Yes, because this is basically a combat for you.
Alright.
Just take 1. Then show up.
Roll a 10, which I believe hits AC 4.
That is a hit. It is not enough to stun. Well, she is wounded already, so make it good. Maybe it'll be enough.
That's 9 damage.
Okay. And she goes. She you hit her in the side of the head, and she looks dazed for a second, and then she caves over, and she's laying against a fallen log.
Alright. Look around for another one.
You do not see any more.
Alright, I will move to Millie.
Okay. The forest sounds are large down here, however, kind of loud. Frogs or something.
14, that's right. Good job.
Okay. And it is fairly dark, dim.
No, 1, 2,
So actually, you'd probably be on
13.
information. You have information? I do. Yeah, you'd be on information. Okay. And let's look to see if there's any more opposition.
I'm a nondescript high elf.
At 13. You say 30? 30. 13.
Hey, the TH digraph is very difficult when you're little.
So this is 13. Wait, what's
It's also
So-
very difficult if
so
you're not a
top-
native speaker.
Pretty safe.
And
What's
it's
like,
13,
where does KN become an F?
14.
All right, so nothing is going to stop you from dropping down and beginning to look at her wounds.
okay.
She is bleeding out. That's obvious, like the blood's soaking her clothes. But you can begin to do healing on her, and you're essentially be starting in like 2. It won't be done until like 2 of next round.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And then-
what I'm working on.
Yep. So go ahead and roll your healing roll and your healing amount. Because nothing's going to stop you from doing that. And did we miss anybody else in initiative? Are we done? Okay.
Actually,
Now it's 6 and 1. That's one is.
I roll a 1. You might want to tell me what my magic number is, I guess. Something. Well, actually,
You do 3d3 and you.
yeah,
You
do
do
it 3d3, right?
3d3 is no damage to you.
But I rolled a 1, so that's open-ended high.
Correct. Which means if you roll 3, you go to a d4.
What do you get?
Okay, so I roll 1, 3.
Okay. And otherwise, we can roll a new initiative. And you made Alicia. You make it successfully to the ledge by Leon.
Lily gets 8.
Okay. So she is
okay?
now going to be conscious.
You alright?
Okay,
I'll help her up, I guess.
Okay. Yep. He hauls you up onto the ledge. All right. There are 2 harpies left. Wilma-to-Sen is currently unconscious.
alright.
She's on the ledge. Unconscious.
I think something's wrong with Taya. She just attacked her.
Okay. Unless anyone has missile fire, we have melee 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, in 5, one of the harpies is attacking. She is not the most interesting harpy.
Is that your power?
And, okay, so she swoops in to attack / grab Wilma-to-Sen, who is currently unconscious.
Can I pull Wilma-to-Sen's rope?
I mean, you could, but then she's going to fall off the ledge. She's currently on the ledge, leaning back against the wall. As soon as you pull her over, she's going to fall off the ledge. Which just would mean she'd be on the end of the
If
rope.
I lay my sword down, can I like haul it in real quick? Or?
You could, yeah.
Might smack off the ledge a couple times.
In any case, you're definitely going to want to be
Well,
ready to
either way, I
belay
got
her,
hold of her, so if they,
because she's either going to carry her off or throw her down, one or the other.
yeah. If she does that, I still have her held. So.
Right.
I will. Here, hold this.
My sword?
Yeah. I start hauling in the slack on Wilma's rope.
Okay. Alright. So, and the harpy does attack her and hit her, and then she pulls her off the ledge so that she's now like swinging down on the rope. So you are going to have to belay the rope. Roll mountaineering.
I rolled a 6 and
No problem. So
No,
you
not
belay
a-
the rope, and ultimately the rope jerks. You feel her weight after, and then it's not as much as her full weight though, because it kind of pendulums, swings down.
smack.
Yeah, so it would be a 1 in 8 chance of a solid surface. No. Okay, so she is dangling on the rope, and you can begin to haul her up. If you spend the whole round hauling her up, you'll have her either all the way up or almost up by the end of the round. Okay. And we were in initiative 5. Then we're in 4. Okay, so
Keep hair out of your eyes.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
alright, so in initiative 4. If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins Uprising or outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends. No, I'm sorry, 3. Initiative 3.
I go in 3.
Okay, but you're hauling on the rope.
I think she keeps all the cooks in
All
your
right.
hair.
So initiative 3, the most interesting harpy swoops in to attack Jasmine.
Can I slash at him with Leon's sword?
I mean, you can.
I'm
So
holding
it's just
it.
a negative
I will.
5 non-weapon proficiency penalty.
Yeah, okay. It's either that or drop it. I'm braced for impact, I guess.
What was your initiative?
3.
Okay, so you're simultaneous with her, so at the same time she attacks you, you could attack her if you want to.
Can I intercede?
Sure.
Okay.
How do you want to do that?
Just step away.
Okay, so you're pulling up on the rope and you're going to step in the way of the sword shot?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
Sword shot or a bird?
Alicia, roll even odd.
I'm gonna hit Leon with his own sword, huh?
Yep.
Even.
Okay, so you did hit Leon. So you're going to roll a d8 damage plus the magic of the sword, and if you have a strength bonus, haha.
2.
Yes, but only when I'm hitting
Well, that wasn't even that hard. You didn't hit him very good.
2
I
plus,
have a 9 strength. My sword is probably
2 plus
super
the sword.
heavy.
Okay. This is the orc sword, right? The one that you found in the orc encampment.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't know what
We're not
to do.
going that. Are you done?
I see.
How much damage do I take for my
7.
sword? Oh, sweet!
Not because it's plus 5, but just because you took 7.
18.
Should have said 8, then at least you know it was plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay, make it 8.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, you just stepped in the way of it. It could be any amount of damage I want.
Come on! No. That's not how this works.
It's a long sword of ranger slaying.
Can't tell me.
No, I don't want you to lose my dice, dude.
Just make
I'll
it.
wait. I'm not in trouble.
Okay, you're not dying.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's it. Roll percentile dice to see if you killed him.
Yeah. What?
You just stepped in the way of it.
Oh,
I'm
come
kidding. I'm
on.
kidding. I'm not gonna. Don't do that. She doesn't swing it hard enough.
92.
No, definitely not.
You need like 50.
You roll a dex check to make sure you didn't drop the sword after you.
Yeah, I stepped in the way neck first. I'm like, come on!
Tony, I need to roll this dice right here. I rolled a 7 for my dice.
No
check.
problem. You still have the sword in hand. Meanwhile, while all that's going on and he's stopping you from attacking the most interesting harpy, she's attacking you. And she hit once. For 1 point.
No, quit!
Leon, what are you doing?
I don't know! I don't think they made us harm.
What do you mean? They've been harming us this whole time.
Roll a d20, Alicia.
I don't think so.
10.
Okay, it occurs to you, you're fairly sure that Leon is charmed by the harpies.
Kick there didn't happen. I think they're confused.
I think you're confused.
Well, that sounds right to you, too.
I'm very confused.
Okay. That was 3.
I think I know that one.
2.
Well, charm.
1. Okay, so in 2, you finished healing. Okay. In 1, there you hear the sound of bow shots coming from the woods near you. And you, because you are not actively healing now, but you finished, you may roll save expectation on the arrows. First one,
18.
made it. Second one,
No.
2.
that's failed. Third one,
18.
okay. So you blocked the first one and the third one, and the second one missed. Okay. And then you see 3 what looks to be smaller than human-sized humanoid forms. You're pretty sure goblins. After they take the shots, they jump up and run in the opposite direction, like off into the woods.
Billy, you got goblins or something.
Okay. Apparently, you terrified them with your blocking 2 arrows and getting missed by the third one. Like, oh, brick morale. Just like that.
Morale broken.
Yep. Okay. New round. Initiative. There's only 2 left.
What are the odds of me climbing up the...
Yeah. They're basically getting their butts kicked in the strangest way. Okay.
Damn, what are the
I
odds
didn't
of me
give that
climbing
to you
back
so
up
you
the
could use
mountain?
it.
I mean, you definitely could.
Defending
It will
myself.
take you probably like
Apparently
6
from
minutes,
you.
but you could definitely do it. I mean, based on dice rolls, assuming you can roll the dice. There's always failure.
Damn, I wish I had another magic missile.
It's true, they are on range for magic missiles.
I don't think Gust of Wind would be able to get them from here, would it?
Dude, imagine this.
No, because it's
I'm
not
holding
designed to
onto
go
a
up.
rope that's
It's
saving
horizontal.
one of
What
our
about
friends
whole monster? Do you still have a whole
hanging
monster?
off the cliff.
No,
As I
I
step
have
on
2.
swords
One of them
and
got eaten by Dorchion, and
Dorchion, you ate the whole monster that he needs.
the other one fizzled on the dragon.
I had a stronger mind, I guess.
Right?
Dragon fizzle will get you every time.
I really don't want to, but I do still have 2 fireballs.
Oh yeah, you can do it. Just don't put it too close to the edge.
I mean, how effective are fireballs are going to be against monks?
One step closer to the edge. Yeah,
I don't know the
he's
rest
about
of
to cast.
Well,
James,
I mean, I have to
you
be
lead singer.
getting an extra.
Yep. Well, we're in initiative, so we are being next round.
Yeah.
So will you be casting a spell this round?
I've only heard alive. I haven't heard
I doubt the goblins are going to stop and go back and regain their morale. Seems pretty unlikely.
I will start
She's okay.
casting.
Okay. Let's see if either one of the harpies can do anything about it.
Actually, yeah. I'll tell Millie. All right, I'm gonna try
There
to.
was one kid on
Are the
TikTok
harpies
that
at least
really
grouped
close.
enough that I can get them with a fireball? And can I
sounded
aim the
like it.
fireball as to not hit them?
They are pretty grouped toward the edge now, and yes, you can try to aim it so it won't hit the party.
Okay.
I mean, there's still a small chance, but
I mean, small chances. Small chances.
yeah, you wouldn't target the harpies, you target the area.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Because if you target a harpy and it flies into attack, then it'll carry your fireball around. That would be bad. So you target the area. Okay, so you start at 8, you said?
Yep, and I tell Millie to cover me.
Okay. She hauls herself to her feet, holding her back. I got you.
Not just gonna put that in
She's in
the
positive
kitchen
hit
so you
points.
don't break it.
Proceeds to break it.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I failed.
Today's been a day of irony.
Too late.
Oh, yeah. And you, Ron, you did manage to haul Wilma Tosen up onto the ledge.
Good.
She is still unconscious, but she's up.
Okay.
Okay, we have 2 harpies, one of which is more interesting than the other.
Alright. What initiative are we?
9, 8,
Melee?
I start casting.
melee, yep. Alright, both of you roll a d20, please. You,
9.
okay. So both of you are aware that Ren, down below, 60 feet away, is casting a spell. And it sounds aggressive. He's going, "Ah!"
Ron sounds annoyed.
The only way to stop him would be to throw something at him or to hit him. That would be the only way.
Throw Wilma Tosen at him.
I don't have anything in hand at the moment.
Besides
No.
Wilma Tosen.
I think Leon is out of the throwing. It'd be up to Taya probably.
Jasmine at him.
Please don't throw your scimitar at him.
I throw a speak with animals at him.
Feel that strongly about it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are kidding me.
He is attacking your friend.
I know. I go in brave though.
There'd be missile fire though, so you'd be when you're attacking a spellcaster, you can avert the missile fire. Okay. So he is at medium range, so that's a -2 to hit. Now bear in mind, when she throws at you, if she would hit you, if you decide to deflect it or dodge it, you would have to use the spell to do so.
But if she hits them, doesn't he lose the spell?
Yes. So if she would hit, and you let her hit you, you'll lose the spell. if you decide to let go of the spell, you could possibly dodge or deflect the scimitar.
Mama.
Can I still attack if I lose the spell?
Yes.
Okay.
If there was something to attack.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so roll the hit. He's got a pretty good AC, and you're at -2 to hit.
6.
That's a pretty bad roll.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
On a 6.
I mean, your mom would have.
AC 5.
Your mom and dad
That's a
would have.
miss.
She
missed.
That's a pretty bad roll.
I have a negative.
All right, so she does throw the scimitar at you, and it comes whirling by.
Whoa, hello.
Did you say quieter? You go,
Okay.
He's like, goodness gracious,
However-
there's a fire.
There is a 30% chance that it hits a tree nearby.
Deflects back into red.
No, it's not going to deflect back.
What's a boomer
It
called?
does hit a tree nearby.
This is slave.
Mama.
Disintegrate a tree.
Oh, I think like
And the tree is not disintegrated.
Is what?
Not disintegrated.
Mama.
Who do what?
Okay.
yeah, she has some tricks up her sleeve.
All right.
That's Leon's actual in-character reaction, by the way.
Okay.
So nothing happening?
You saw nothing.
What, to the tree disintegrating?
No,
It
he
was
did not.
Did not disintegrate.
Oh.
Not disintegrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I
because they have
what I was
more
thinking was if it disintegrated a good part of the tree, then something could fall on you or otherwise, but it's not going to happen.
I thought I was going to cut the tree down and the tree falls on there.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so then
I'm not gonna bring you with me.
7,
If you're gonna figure it out.
6.
I'm in 6, but I really don't. Oh no, I'm in 5.
Okay, and we go to 5. The spell is going off. Also in 5, one of the harpies is attacking on the ledge. It is not the most interesting harpy. Okay, I'm going to do the attacks first.
I'm trying to interpose myself.
Between the not most interesting harpy and a party member.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Let's see who he's attacking first. She's attacking Jasmine. Okay.
James.
So they're not
Number
upside
two.
you.
Oh, Jasmine's right next to me.
D6.
per level. Caster. Okay, so
Okay.
11.
So you're trying to interpose. You're trying to allow yourself to be harpied.
Yeah.
Okay. You're hit once for 6 points.
Should do at least
It's my
38 to have
initiative
some
also. Is there any possible way I could wrestle it to subdue it
How many D6 did you need?
without it carrying me off?
Yeah. I mean, you could try to wrestle it. You try to grab it. Basically, what's going to happen is if you don't impair its wings and it flies off, then you're going to fly off with it. So it'll be depending on what kind of a grip you can get.
Kind of grab and yank so it comes down as quick as possible and try to get its wings under control.
Okay. So basically, it's going to be it's going to be a grappling roll. They are basically bipedal. They just happen to have wings. So roll percentile dice. You'll start your first exchange. Looking for a high number.
22.
Not really a high number. Okay.
Higher than 21.
However, you do manage to grab onto her part of her chest and her belly.
Sorry! Hey!
Oh, that's funny.
There's nothing else to grab onto!
They're right there.
That's terrible. That is terrible. Oh Lord. And you do 3 points of damage plus your strength bonus.
Correct.
You might kill her.
What is your strength bonus? 7?
So 11 points.
Jeez. That's terrible.
Yes.
Oops. I say,
Okay, and then she is trying to fly back off the ledge. Are you letting go for Boo or not?
I thought she was doing it too.
I know. Alright. Yeah, I'm letting go so I don't fly off with it.
Okay.
Oh man.
I say, just stop! We can be friends!
What?
come back.
It doesn't have to be serious.
She screeches at you.
I imagine.
Oh my goodness.
She would love to play on family.
Okay, and the fireball goes off just at that moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
The Prince Albert series on Kindle features Prince Albert, the young errant prince of the Kingdom Geoff.
Yeah, I've tuned into something.
I'm assuming you grabbed Harpy's boobs.
At least.
Okay, so here's what happens. The other harpy is still slightly off the platform, and then the one flies in, accidentally hits Leon, and then Leon lashes out and kind of grabs onto her for a second, and then she starts to fly back, and he lets go of her, and as he lets go of her, she flies back very rapidly, and then all of a sudden the sky is just full of fire. And both harpies are basically incinerated, including the more interesting one, and when the flames are gone, they're just gone. Like you don't see them at all. You see the two of them plummet down on fire and smack into the ground dead.
That went on way too long. Are you okay to climb?
And both of you are heartbroken for a moment. And then a moment later you realize, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, I gotta go look at Wilma Toaster. How are you doing? Toaster.
Yeah, toast.
Well, my toe said. That's how I remember it.
Did
All
I
right.
just assault a harpy?
Assaulting was appropriate.
You're gonna
It's
have
the
to go.
defending
Not
that
that
was the problem.
Yeah, we're gonna take you into D&D HR.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pardon, you're now the HR department.
We're all doomed.
They almost won. They almost pulled it off.
That's a lot of power.
Oh, that's right. I need to mark off fireball.
Okay. All right.
Why did I
So
not know Ren does fireball?
she is unconscious.
I have many tricks up my sleeve.
Are you doing healing on her? Do you have healing?
You're
Yes.
not a nice man.
Yes.
Just for that whole encounter.
Yeah, that was a random encounter, by the way.
Darn you,
One
Gygax.
is what? D3? D3?
What is it? Just regular healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, decent. Yep.
2.
Okay. All right. So you definitely stabilized her. She's not bleeding to death. She doesn't look like she's deeply unconscious. In fact, by your assessment, she'll probably wake up in a few minutes, but she's not going to be well off. She does have quite a few small wounds that were not inflicted by you.
Bruises on her forehead.
And she does have definitely a forehead bruise. Yes.
Your sword imprinted with anything?
I'll yell up. Can you guys throw down a rope?
Yep.
Ren is calling for a rope.
Put on a rope.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
Can I have my sword back, please?
I'll guess Millie and
I
I
guess
gotta tie ourselves up to each other, and then
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Charm.
Okay.
Charm.
Up you go. Roll climbing. Just roll a couple times. We'll see what happens.
D100.
It's percentile days, yeah. Just don't roll super high. Usually we're pretty good.
I'm making promises.
If they tell me, I will tell him.
like 100.
You rolled 100 on the first one? Well, so you slip back down in the
If
first
you
10
not
feet,
tell
but you don't
me.
take any damage because you can fall 30 feet with no damage. And she was about 25 feet up and she slipped back down.
Did you guys
So this is going well.
Yeah, so try this
It
again.
was my sister charm.
Okay,
First thing
49.
you said,
Yep.
did you guys play Harpies?
64.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
7.
Okay, you're both at 30 feet up now. This is where it starts to get
Okay.
more dangerous. No problem.
63.
Okay, 40 feet up.
91.
I'm gonna Harpy.
Still fine.
I'm
50 feet up.
LOL.
I didn't hurt you.
55.
No problem. All right. So it takes them 8 minutes, but they do manage to climb back up.
Okay, good.
All right. Okay.
Here's your
But during that time, from the cave mouth, you can see that there is a continuing winding path from here that goes around to the side and then leads down into like basically a field of gravel. Looks like an avalanche that's happened maybe more than once. And then from the field of gravel, you are approaching the edge of the aforementioned dark blue lake that you saw.
Well, we should
And
probably
the
check the Harpy cave. Right?
Locate object seems to be in that general direction. Yes, the Harpy Cave is here. There is a narrow crevice at the back of it that one could get into. It's clear that they came out of there. There's very little nesting or anything like that in the bigger part of the opening.
Look at Jasmine. Does the
I was worried there's
So they have like
eggs
a
or
den or
something
something.
that-
Well, there could be
there could
back
be
in that
more,
area. Yeah, there could be back in that area.
They basically like birds.
does the locate
I
object
don't know
go
if they lay
into
eggs
the
or if they
cave?
have
No, locate object is pointing to the lake.
Okay.
I should probably
Or vicinity of the lake.
You've investigated enough today, buddy. Go quit your day job.
Get Leon a shirt that says FBI. Or maybe HBI.
Don't worry, it'll fall on deaf ears.
FDR. Better 12-year-old right?
She
Yeah,
said
he
he
ain't
was the
listening.
HR department.
That's why he's HR, because he doesn't think
He doesn't care.
He's just like, and why are you
Look
disturbing
at
my
it, Chris.
organization?
Was it funny?
Oh, how outrageous.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
alignment
care.
for HR.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Most HR departments are.
Okay, so is somebody going back in the cave to see if they have a lair or nest or something back
Lawful
there?
income.
Okay, so
Putting in the
Did you give me my sword back?
Yes.
Good, I'd hate to wrestle it. Alright,
Oh,
I got my sword.
she's sore because you hit your sword in her hand with your body.
What?
Because it's not, you didn't hit her, you hit your sword in her hand with your body.
I just stepped in front of her swing.
It really wasn't much of a swing.
So you're like ineffectively trying to use a sword, and I'm like, no, like this, stab.
Did you add like half his strength bonus to the roll instead of hers?
Okay, anyway, so you do go through the crevice. It's a vertical kind of slit, basically, in the back of the cave. Inside there, you find a taller cave that's probably like 30 feet high, and at varying levels in that cave there are like little balconies basically, and there are 7 of them, not 6, and then on the floor is a lot of like dead body parts, like bones and stuff like that, and then skewn in amongst those are some coins, and then on the balconies are more coins. It's going to take you a good 20 minutes to search the whole place, and there is a lot of harpy feces, but there's definitely a lot of coins too. From the opening, you don't really see much in the way of like detail of what the coins are, unless you have.
I'm not really worried about coins. But if I see anything of interest, like weapons or armor, especially armor.
There's definitely there's some armor laying, like dead bodies have armor on them, things like that. Whether any of it's good or not, remember you don't have light, so when you draw your sword, you at least have candlelight.
I had my sword out.
Okay, so you at least have candlelight. So
I do have that snake vision from my side.
yeah, but remember that comes up at times, but it really works off vibration, and there really isn't, so that's help you right now. So, I mean, basically, you can move around, at least check the floor and see whether there's anything of interest.
I have no armor.
Do you have an unearth in your bag?
While they're doing that,
Do I have an unearth?
Yeah.
I'll heal
Yeah,
myself
it's in
and
the-
anybody
in
else
the
who
standing
wants
pocket.
minor
Should be the
healing.
one with one left.
I have one here.
So, can we bring him back to life so you can stop messing with all my stuff?
I'm working on it. Okay?
Just out of curiosity, do you resurrect?
I don't, but I'm going to see if I sacrifice some other spells if she'll give it to me.
Oh, okay.
Flash transfer.
So what
don't
you're
have
saying
transfer.
is you're gonna get a raised dead with some chastise. That's what you're saying.
Raised dead and an atonement?
Yeah.
If I trade all my high level spells, can I have a resurrection? No, but you can have a raised dead and an atonement.
Well, you're not going to give me
Wait,
2 raised dead.
So she's at the pawn shop and she's like, "Can I get just a raised dead? That's all I need." She's like, "Best I can do is raised dead and an atonement."
Well, I mean,
The
technically
atonement.
Athena does my higher level spells.
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah, Hecate doesn't give me my high power juice.
That's
Right.
It is a little baby goddess.
So,
Right.
I can give you what's in column A.
I forgot how-
But you also get something from column B.
I forgot how ineffective and weak your goddess actually is.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Flame strike.
Well, it's from.
Well, it's not what she.
Hecate says,
I think Hecate
Athena,
is-
will you please flame strike him? He's saying mean things about me.
He said he
No,
doesn't
he's
like
saying mean
wisdom in
things
battle.
about...
He totally thinks wisdom in battle's dumb.
You know what you can do? Thor, can you please flame strike?
Just remember, despite everything he says, at least your god is immortal. His is just a hopped up human.
Right?
Thor's like,
Actually,
hey.
Baldur's gone.
Thor's like,
That's
hey,
true.
I hate that guy.
Your god's weak. Your god's dead.
Was that
Of all of the gods in the Norse
Was that flying
mythos,
mistletoe?
you chose to follow Baldur.
Jeez.
That's why he has a hair loss.
He's the one most worthy of
Okay.
respect.
On the Greek side, we do have Dionysus, so let's not talk too much crap.
Yeah, but I'm not worshiping Dionysus.
Is Dionysus dead?
No,
He's just a drunk.
Immortal.
immortal. Norse isn't immortal, so.
That's true. Right?
Is it time for Ragnarok?
They're just.
On the downside, so are the Titans.
Can we start Ragnarok so you have to go somewhere else? What would it take to do that?
I don't think you want Low Moon Ragnarok
I
to happen.
wouldn't go, Remember?
What would it take for a fella to
I've
get
been
some
shunned
Ragnarok?
away from all that living.
Remember, that's only great Norse heroes.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I guess Rhiannon will go then.
Little salt, little pepper, little Ragnarok, little cumin, little paprika, little death.
It's
Okay. So,
You're talking stuff about my god.
searching the room, you find that most of the dead that are here is probably 50, you'd say?
Greek mythology.
How many? About 50 total.
The Greek gods
But most
had
of
to
them
choose between
were
killing the priest or killing
unarmored.
the musician. Kill the priest, 'cause
And given
At least
their
the
garb
magician
and like
does
that, you're
something.
pretty sure they were sailors.
So they fly out to sea, pick them off.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Smoke their ruin of them.
you do manage to
See, I
find
do stuff.
You're not a priest.
still serviceable
Whatever.
suit of
They're kind of interchangeable terms.
it's also, we're talking
leather studded or
That's what I
a
was
suit of chainmail.
Or what?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Whatever one looks better. I'm an armor collector, so.
Okay.
They currently has armor.
So as far as style and condition, the leather studded is better.
Alright, I'll take that.
Okay.
Hopefully it fits.
I mean, it's fairly adjustable within reason.
Just
So.
flex it. Oh,
Okay.
chainmail it is.
I need
Searching the
like
floor-
Unless I think the
1,000
chainmail's
experience,
magic.
then I can resurrect.
To that, searching the floor to that point, you do find.
Say, hey, there's stuff in here.
Check out The Moment Blood Bowl wherever you buy books. This is written by Pastor Daniel Stevenson, the longtime author and game master of Low Moon Adventures. 9 daggers,
Is it the appropriate stuff?
or at least there could be more if you look longer. But at least 9 daggers that are serviceable.
I'm only taking like
Nothing
maybe
particularly
5
odd.
minutes.
That's an oddly specific number.
Okay, well then that's probably as far as you're gonna get.
Okay, I'll just take the daggers.
And you haven't checked any of the balconies as far as like anything that they might have or a personal treasure or anything like that.
I'll take the armor and the daggers out with me, 9 daggers.
Okay.
Hey, I found this stuff. Anybody need some daggers?
I could use that.
So you did get into their. Wait, almost unconscious now. Yes, by now. Okay, so you did get into their nest or whatever it is. I can detect magic. There's no opposition.
No, there's no, not that I can see.
I can take a
I'll
look.
go in with you.
Okay. Although I must say my trust level is quite thin at the moment.
Yeah, it was some effect they had over me.
Dan, while he was looking, I was gonna heal myself and whoever else wanted.
That's fine. Okay.
I'll take healing. I haven't heard this on.
Wilma
Yes, the mage had a rough go of it.
will take 5, which I think is better than what Taya gave her. Jasmine will get.
Okay.
Uh,
So using a detect magic,
8.
Omatosen will search the room just for that which glows magical. And she finds 3 things. One is a dart, a single dart. And there is a wand. And I totally forgot what the other thing
And
was.
Taya gets 6.
The first thing I
back if she
rolled, what did I roll?
Friends, give me
Slaying,
6 hit
yes.
points, Mom.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Ron is giving me 6 hit
Okay,
points.
so
Natural.
the third is what basically looks like a girdle.
Yeah.
A girdle, not a curdle.
Correct, it's a girdle. Upon bringing it back out into the light and examining it, which you will do with Jasmine, the wand looks like a fairly typical wand, so it's probably a common use wand of some kind. And it does have a magical character on the end of it, which she has not spoken since she picked it up, which is Woh, pronounced Woh. And so it could be like the beginning of the command word, or it could be the command word. And then the girdle, examined in the light, and once it's put on, it has a bunch of little pockets on it, and it is basically a girdle of pockets or pouches, basically. It's got a lot of little small storage places in it, more than would be normally feasible. And then there's a single dart.
Who uses darts?
Momatosen used darts.
Okay, you can have the dart.
Is she giving me the wand? She's trying to get it.
She suggests that one of you takes the wand and one of you takes the girdle, since the girdle would be useful for holding magical components.
It hurt as much as I thought.
Which one do you want?
Not that it hurt. It probably hurt him like these.
What did you say the word was?
Vuh.
Keep bullying me.
How much slushies for you cut off?
So much sugar cereal.
The alcohol is optional.
There's not even alcohol in it.
What's funny is your nail, the color matches the color of the balloon. And so when I first thought, I thought you were putting it on the end of your thumb to stretch it, like around your thumb, because it's the same color.
He's protecting himself.
He thought it was
Yeah.
you. He saw me pull on the other side.
Yeah.
So am I.
don't think it'll reach that far, James.
I don't want to find out.
Wait, more
She's
protection.
aiming for his face. I mean, this is dangerous.
Luckily, the first time my hand was up here.
Alright, anyway, you found a wand of buh, and a girdle of puh, and a dart of puh.
And some daggers. Who needs daggers?
Obviously, they belong to the.
Some do 50 gold apiece.
I'll take a dagger, one of those sentences.
Alright, I'll hold on to one too.
Also, she does say that after searching through the nest to get the magical items or whatever, that it appeared that there were no coins greater than an electrum piece anywhere in the cave. Everything was an electrum piece, a copper piece, or a silver piece, which makes sense because they mostly probably took out poor people, sailors and like that. And even if they have stuff, they don't normally carry it on their being while they're on the boat, usually like in their chest or whatever.
Yeah.
Because if you
I'll
jump
take
off
a
the
dagger.
boat, you don't want to
Yeah,
take
the
your
open
money.
new one.
Because
Because
But
my
she does
earrings,
point out that
I have
none of the
children,
daggers
kind of weirder.
are glowing,
But-
as detect magic says
Yeah,
that
so
the
you
daggers are
can
not
still get
magical,
everything.
and also the armor is not magical.
I'll take
So I got
it.
studded leather, which
Yep.
is AC what?
7, and you can wear it under your cat's blanket. So just make your armor class 3 better.
So I have AC 0 again.
Woohoo! AC 0, and just need a miniature in studded leather with a caparison.
With protection toga.
Ranger in toga with bow. Bow and sword. Okay. Well, we're definitely out of time, but we got to do some mopping up. All right. So
We find them would be.
as for those who are up on the up in the mountains, you follow the little trail down to the rock. It takes you a good hour to walk across the gravelly area, and you know you're in the vicinity, but you don't know exactly where the items are.
I can recast, locate object, try to get a better read on them.
Okay. So
We're getting
How many
close.
of
yeah,
those
once
do
you
you
get
have in
across
memory?
that gravel area, that would probably be
Well,
the
I
time.
have more than Cannon's duration that I can then recall.
Yes. So once crossing the gravel area, that would probably be the time to do that because you're basically as close as you can get with the first spell.
Just remember, I'm the person trying to bring you back to life.
Are you doing the same
I know,
item?
but I'm the guy who's rolling resurrection rifle, so.
I should be the one
There
to roll
there
it.
isn't much risk for me here.
You're the one
Really,
casting
the
the
only
spell.
item
He's the
that
one who
I'm
makes it
familiar
successful.
with.
Not.
Okay. So roll percentile
You're
dice.
merely casting spell. I have to survive.
It would be dangerous to switch items anyway because if you switch items and it's in a different place,
I don't
you'd be like,
understand
oh,
the
it's 3
point
miles
of
away.
this
Like,
toy.
oh, crud.
I don't understand the point of
I
it.
feel like it was a part of it.
33.
Okay. So
Substantially
the
low.
Looks like it.
the healing sword
I don't think
is that way about 100 yards and about 60 feet down.
Okay.
Okay, and so by your calculations, that way 100 yards would take you to the edge of the lake, which means it's probably at the bottom of the lake.
I think the sword is at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, how convenient.
Seriously? There are worse places.
Blame Kendra.
Okay.
Why would they throw it in the lake?
Because they don't know it can heal?
Well, because they don't use long swords and they didn't bust around with it because it was a magical weapon and they don't want you to have it back. No one's very likely to find it at the bottom of the lake just by happenstance, and if they want to get it back, they could probably get it back.
One equivalent of a Wolverine. I can't have it. Nobody will.
Okay, so you're all standing, all the party that's in the mountain, standing at the edge of the lake with a storm about 12 to 15 hours away, looking at the icy cold waters of the mountain lake, going, yeah, it's probably down there. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the party that went back, Dorchion sleeps and Lorelei sleeps. Victor
Probably doesn't
was
sleep.
doing something
Has to go
for
get the
first.
manifest.
Yes, getting the ship's
Or the
log.
logs.
Okay, so between sessions, I will provide you with a list of people who were on that boat as passengers, and maybe crew of lesser, like it would be higher ranking crew. It would have to be somebody hired on at the last minute or something.
Yeah,
I'll provide you-
more new crew.
Yeah, I'll provide you with that, and you can kind of pour over it and begin to think about what would be good.
I do also share that note with Amalia, just so that she's aware.
My bad, Sean.
Oh, yep, sounds good. She said, "Oh, that's really a shame. I always liked him. I mean, I don't really know it
If
well.
only I had my crown.
At least it was a
I would
failed
have been
attempt."
immune to charm.
Yes. It does explain something. I mean, not the beginning of it, but before we left Southern Mist Cove, there was a tension between Southern Mist Cove and Diamond Cove. Could be somebody in Southern Mist Cove is the one who facilitated the attempt
Because of the tension?
Yeah,
Polymorph you into something that can swim with underwater.
definitely not
Oh, crown is
the normal peaceful relations.
like crown and sword.
You really need to hire yourself a cleric, please.
Poor kid.
Oh, shoot.
She hasn't even learned the fold spell.
Good luck.
They won't give it to me.
Ryan's stuff is probably with them.
I've seen it. They won't
Probably
give it
the
to me.
majority of mine.
You asked nicely.
We're gonna have to find that.
Okay.
It's as nice as it's going to be.
Athena? You said Athena get
My
it.
magic is let me show you.
Yeah. I'm thinking 5th and 6th come from Athena, not 4th.
What is the high level spell you get? 6?
6.
Well,
I have 2
I don't know
6
if
level
polymorph's
spots.
gonna work because
And I'm like 100 grand from being able to cast
strong
Resurrection.
enough to carry.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's like
I
an
will do.
entire adventure.
I also will do experience at the beginning of next session. I was going to do it today, but I just didn't get to it.
Like a mermaid or
So I don't know if
something.
anybody's close or not.
I'm willing to sacrifice like both of my 6 level slots and anything else that
Just
they would
defeating the
offer.
dragon itself was a lot, but it was divided over a lot. So.
Yeah. We need to ensure less survivors.
Octopus?
Cleric, 6 level
Like I
spells.
said, I'm assuming it's probably in a bag with other stuff.
I'm weird. Get weird though.
Yeah.
Dan, just as a side note, the crown.
Yes.
Remember, I don't know what they're classified as, but warriors gain 1 level while wearing it. Priests and wizards lose a level while wearing it. So I don't know how it would affect them. Try that out. I'm hoping it's at the bottom of the list.
Hopefully they
Crown.
qualify
Why
as
would
a
they throw a
priest.
crown in the bottom of the lake?
Hopefully they qualify as a priest.
Or wizard. So dragon.
Sorry.
Was that unintentional?
Yeah,
You said
that one
sorry?
was.
I don't think I've ever heard
It didn't hit him.
No, but it did make him jump.
It made you jump.
Alright.
I jumped because he jumped.
He almost hit you out of like reflex.
It didn't really go towards him though.
It was like snap.
Yeah, that was what that looked like.
Okay, well. We didn't go quite as far as I'd hoped, but at least we are play again in 2 weeks, so we should be able to get.
Nice.
Well, at some point in time, you were probably going to want to go after your stuff. So.
Better go while it's
Had to go
fresh.
somewhere. Yeah, had to go
So-
sometime.
Who knows when we'll have time in the future.
Now you need somebody with water breathing. That's the problem.
Always a problem.
She's gonna polymorph him into something that can.
Unfortunately, I had a scimitar water.
Also, don't forget, dear, if it matters or if it that you have the items from the dragon, the chest, the wands.
Just don't be too successful in the
Yeah.
polymorph. Because they'll think he actually is a fish.
I should probably
Right.
use my.
Fish from work, people.
Put him into
Okay.
a merman.
No,
Not
mermaid.
Yeah, and you
It
have
has
to
to
do
be
that
an
sooner
animal.
rather than later because once other things
Polymorph
happen
does not
that
do
interfere with the psychic
mythical.
impressions of
Okay.
it, and you won't be able to figure it out.
Otter, because they have thumbs.
Crocodile.
Otter.
It has to be something strong that can carry a bag of loot if it needs to, and it can hold its breath for a long time underwater. Crocodile.
How long can polar bears hold their breath underwater?
Hippopotamus.
Can't they hold their breath underwater for a long time?
Sounds right.
I don't know.
Not like other.
Dude, if you're gonna be permanently changing something, polar
How
bear ain't
about-
gonna
how about a
be-
Swim down and
platypus?
swim back.
They're amphibious.
Oh, or are we talking about how to something that can swim down there? Is that what we're talking about?
First of all, a
Swim down
platypus
and
cannot lift a long sword up to the
You want
surface.
it to be strong
And
enough.
B, if the loot's in a bag with other
Or
stuff,
if it can tie a
it'd
rope.
be a lot heavier
Oh,
than just.
I forgot to tell you. When you arrive there at the so you're standing on the gravel and you cast the spell and you realize okay it's in the water. Everybody looks in the water, but you know from the locate object because you rolled pretty well the second time that it's a little further down. It's not in the water right there by the gravel. It's a little further around the corner, and you go down around the corner to that exact spot, and that's where we stop at. But when you get there, the hawk is sitting in a tree overlooking the spot.
Speak with animals.
That hawk is good.
Where's our stuff?
There she is.
I'd have to sleep for 4 hours.
He's been watching it.
Ryan can just do it.
Hi, Bird.
It's right. It's right. I went to the place where stuff valuable to you was. That way I knew you'd come back to this.
Because you give me food.
Where's the bacon?
Laura,
Sorry, hold on. The cat gets bacon. I want
The
bacon.
hawk takes its wing. You go, where's the bacon? It goes, come! Points at the water. Apparently they don't like bacon. Like, the monks threw it in the
Well, of course not. They're vegan.
They're vegan monks.
How do you know they're
Naked dragon
vegan?
monks.
They're evil.
So I would say that I had the notion originally, and some of it probably like just miscellaneous junk equipment and stuff, that I was just gonna like have them just drop it like here and there, and I'd like, because they traveled like miles, right? So drop one like every 20 yards. So no matter what you cast locate object on, you find one item and there's only one there, and then you look around, oh, there's another one over there. You go over there, oh, there's another one over there. You're like looking forever.
I say 9 daggers felt oddly specific.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh.
But I didn't do it.
They lead you right into a trap.
Are those yours?
I don't know, it could be.
Do you have 9 daggers?
I carry 9 of a lot of things.
He likes 9s. He would have been pleased to find 9 daggers in the Harpy cave.
Oh man.
It's a lucky number.
It is not really lucky.
9 is a very lucky number.
Mm-hmm. See, he gets it.
Is that why you cut off one of the
Oh, just out of
tentacle
curiosity, is
No,
Ren
it's
immune
eight to
to
start
charm
with.
at this level?
One strange
That's-
no problem.
That was
fingers?
the
Unlucky.
Good question.
question that I had.
I mean, look where it got
He
me.
made the save anyway, but I was thinking even if you missed the save, I think you might be immune.
I suspect Millie might be too.
We were charmed.
Yeah, I was about to knock you both out.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Not with the traditional
Sully
sense.
turned him into a mouse.
Should've been hitting me on
Beguiling,
the
charms, hypnosis, and
Quit.
suggestion spells.
Stop
have
it, what
only
are you doing?
50% chance of affecting
Stop.
the monk.
What are you
10
doing?
Of the
hours
double
late doors.
experience.
Stop.
Ninth
She
level.
passes out.
The monk is 50% resistant to such
I'm about
magic.
to pass out.
This
I'm going on
resistance
48 hours
increases
no
5%
sleep
per
over here.
level thereafter.
For charm?
Beguiling, charm, hypnosis, and suggestion.
Starts at what level?
9.
Where is the
50% at 9.
So
And you're
that would be
11.
60%.
60%. So even if you failed to save, you'd have been 60% likely to ignore it.
And then I don't know what.
Yes.
What level are we again?
9. She just,
Oh, you wanted me to not record
Extension
it.
cord.
Okay.
She has the giant
What
donut.
are you doing?
She found a giant donut. She wants to know what flavor it is.
She's making sure you're safe.
Hi.
it's pink vanilla.
Thanks.
Yes, I was too busy with other things to deal with Leon on the complete opposite side of the battlefield.
Can you take it back? So I can
Yeah, for the record, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I
we
think
won't.
Ren killed every single Harpy.
So you've drawn my ire.
Right? So you got the 2 with the fireball,
I hope punch you a bunch of
stunned
times.
What's
2
your
for a
AC,
total of
Fred?
4, and damage 2 to the point that they crashed, total of 6. Ren killed all 6 Harpies. You had the,
That's a
what do you
lot
call
of
it?
experience, bro.
No.
Not really.
I killed him.
Harpies are like 2 hit.
Oh, you hit the one with a sword. Yeah, that's right. Well, you didn't technically kill it, but yeah. You crashed it.
Is that mine?
I took it out of combat.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm sorry. Ren got 5 of the 6. You got 5 of the 6
Says
Harpies.
Armac on it.
I'll take it.
mine. Yeah, so it
Yep.
could be.
Recommend.
And there you go. Now you know what monks are good at fighting. Harpies, because they're immune to charm at
No, it hurt.
9th level, 50%.
Resistant to charm.
Yeah, resistant, heavily resistant to charm. Harpies have a crap AC, so you can hit them and hit them 5-5 over, so you stun them. And they have, for hit points,
Becca's initials are ram too.
they're 3 hit dice, so they don't have a lot of hit points.
Yeah, well, she had him first.
Yep. Monks are good at fighting Harpies.
She had racked before
He's
Becca.
racked back there.
And they're probably not overly affected by the fact that their boobs are showing.
Jenny is
They're
Of
just
course, how
ignore
old is, how
Ignore
old
the
is
boobs.
Becca?
We are not
me
shy
plus 2, 29.
about nudity.
I've almost had the initials
I've seen
longer
that
than
before.
she's been alive.
I am unfazed by your
Your
nudity.
initials are ram. Josh's is drum. Jenny's are jinum. Len's 10.
Journal.
Your initials?
The round that you killed the one, by the way, I was testing to see whether or not, because the Harpies don't like coordinate with each other well. They'll like,
DRS.
so she attacked Leon even though she realized that the other lady had charmed him. And they do have a tendency to go
says.
after the biggest male opponent first. That's in the description.
She went from Al's to
I
Al.
had her go after Leon, but I didn't have to do that.
How tall is Leon?
6'1".
Yep.
So he's the
I'm only
tallest, but
went
if I remember right,
He
he's
was
built
the
like a
only
bee.
One
man.
word to
Up
He's
there, he was the
wiry.
only male left because you left.
Oh, okay.
So
He keeps himself in condition by Welsh standards.
Hey.
I'm absolutely ripped.
Hey.
Even though I only weigh. And I'm probably not 164 anymore. I've gained some strength since then.
And in fairness, I am now an elf.
So am I.
Hefty.
I'm floating around 170-ish.
Yes, the humans were charmed.
Oh, reflex. flex unit.
What you
I thought they
got?
did a reasonably good job, and we managed
Let
to
me see.
keep it discreet at the
No
table
way.
that they returned until.
Mommy said
That's
no
what the
sugar.
interesting was. They knew which one that was.
I figured that's what happened. Like as soon as
This is all sugar.
Oh, I know exactly what that
Ron
Harpies.
got the
What they
text.
do.
But,
Well,
like,
you had a popsicle and
I'll
a
play
nice hot
along.
popsicle. You cannot have another one. You know, find something else. You're not getting another popsicle. Okay, I will come help you.
like the only
They would have understood what
the only indication that Ren got was that Leon was cutting the rope, and Ren's like, "Why are you cutting the rope instead of fighting the harpies?" You know,
That
like,
is way too disorganized for my brain.
but
Put it away. Put it away.
No, Josh, I wasn't cutting the ropes because of the charm. I was on a ledge fighting harpies, and I was like, oh no, I'm about to fall and take them with me. So I was going to cut the ropes and hold on to them. So if they fell, I could still hold them, and if I fell, I could let go. So when I originally did the rope thing, I didn't expect there to be harpies up here. So I was worried about us falling off the cliff. So.
Yeah, they charm you, they pick you up, they drop you 200 feet, pick you your next move.
Yeah, I understand. That's exactly what happened.
Almost.
the only one that got
You
to
narrowly
actually
survived
drop
with your
was
lives.
was Millie, and I ain't letting Millie go.
Oh no,
Alrighty,
never
folks.
let go.
You all have a good evening.
Bye, James.
All right.
I'll see you next when I see you.
See you on another Saturday.
So next time will be 4 o'clock.
Theoretically, yes.
You ready?
Trying to do 4 to like 8:30 was the goal, so I can be done. This 10 o'clock thing messes with me.
So
pretty
we
good.
are officially changing to 4?
I was trying to, yeah. As of last time, but I
Let's
didn't
get
make it
one
today,
of
obviously, so.
This is about me.
Did you read it?
If I stop at 8:30, we actually stop by 9, then I
This week's
don't have to be up until midnight or 1 o'clock, and I don't do midnight or 1 o'clock very good right now.
No, I just wanted to be sure because the next time I'll have
Falls
to
on
do
a grandma.
grandma's. Well, I do grandma's
Well,
usually
right.
Tuesday and Saturdays.
So you have to go sooner so that you can make 4, or is that
Well,
is
just
that
so I
okay?
know when I need to leave by so that I can get here in time.
I'm not trying to be inconvenient.
No. It's a whenever
She can
thing,
work
I
the
just need to
schedule
know.
around however she wants. She just,
I just
Planning
need to
her
know
day.
what.
it's not an inconvenience.
How many cameras you got on that?
A lot.
Got camera for days.
Yep.
Well, that's how phones work nowadays. Instead of just making a better camera, they just
Add cameras?
add cameras to it, and they all kind of collaborate together.
Yeah. Or just like eyes. Show depth better that way. Same way. Why you got better depth you perception? Yeah. Like Cyclops can't see nothing.
It's a Zoe. What's on your spoon?
They're good up close.
Yeah.
Sherry, what was the other thing that I said I had to put on the team leader meeting schedule for tomorrow that
Peanut
came up this
butter.
week?
Who gave you
The
peanut butter?
promotions, Tuesday night schedule, there's one more thing. Did I tell you? No.
Say one wish spell, we can wish the monks here.
No, I think I'm good.
Come here!
Get over here.
Stab, 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 stab.
Do it Mortal Kombat style.
Get over here!
It was always my favorite.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
You have a 5th Sunday fellowship coming up.
Fights with the good old rope
Yeah.
dart.
Oh, that was the other thing Alicia and I said we had to put on there. It was plan something for that.
Put whatever book you
And,
got out of my
It's right there.
bag.
No, it's right here.
Next month. I think we should do chili cook-off again.
I like to make chili and eat chili.
Kneeling in front of the refrigerator,
Battle it out.
looking at her shadow on the fridge, going, "Why is there no face?"
Really?
Yeah. I said because it's a shadow. Shadows don't have faces.
What did she have to say about that?
That's funny.
I don't think she said anything after that.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
We were at the
Did your dad
football
pick
game
them up?
on Thursday. We were walking around the
Did you beat
football
your dad and
field
pick them up?
to get to the bleachers, and she kept swerving in front of me. And I'm
Not
like,
by a
what
lot,
are
though.
you doing? She was trying to walk on my shadow. And when I would swerve to go around her, she would jump in front of me again
that's
to get
not
back on my shadow.
He was shaking table business.
Like, what are you
Now, if
doing?
you could put your coffee cup on the top, that would be impressive.
My drink.
Thank you, sir.
This is your
Yep.
Sorry I sidetracked us.
Not at all. If you get the heel, if you get just the heel sword
Why are
back,
you
that would
coughing
be
on my
huge.
face?
Smaller, you come
It's a huge tool.
Now you're being bribed.
I'm
I'm
bribing
sure-
him to let me help him
I'm
with
sure
his
80% of the items that I lost, they're carrying with them.
Like I said, the arrows help a lot because I had some pretty cool arrows, but the sword and the crown.
It's
are the
not
two
yours.
things that are- Oh, dude, she's gonna let go and it's gonna smack me in the face.
That's why it's out here.
Yeah, the crown is huge too, so hopefully we find that. Hopefully we find other people's stuff, like Ren's stuff.
That's why my ring, my cloak.
Jeez, Ren has so much stuff. I'm not even sure.
And
I'm not sure it's
so-
realistic for him to even carry all that. He's got so much stuff.
Well, sorry I didn't find any of my stuff, but here's this trident. I guess I'll just use it. I mean,
She's just behind the music.
Poseidon was down there. He gave it to me. He's like, here, use my trident.
Well, she is. She can play. She just
Wait, listen,
asking
listen.
her to learn a lot. Admittedly, but
Money at once.
That's the way they do it. That's really the way they do it. That's the problem. Music majors in general. It's like
See y'all later.
that first year is meant to weed out.
Every
No,
first year, almost
that
anyway.
definitely was a kick in the shin for her.
The arm thing is definitely most of the problem, but her academics are fine. She's literally ahead in every class. They're asking her to learn a lot of stuff, and she didn't practice as much as she should have over the summer, and now she's struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Butt slang arrangement hurts her arm, and not icing it, I think ibuprofen, and wearing her bracelet, just sort of
That's tough. I knew it was going to be hard.
Not that way. You
She
gotta
was
pull
thinking,
down.
oh, it'll be okay. But that first
No,
year
down.
as a music
Down.
major,
Down.
it's basically that's the weed
No,
out
because you're gonna
tool.
hit me.
They take
You
you
hit me, you
from
ain't gonna
wherever
play
you
this
are
one.
coming out of high school, and everybody thinks they're coming out of high school proficient, and they're not. You're not. You're not remotely close to proficient, even though she was probably further along than most. It's like you take 3 years of Spanish in high school and go to take it in college, and you can't test out of it.
Well, and her biggest thing is scale. Like, she can learn music perfectly fine, but they're teaching her, like, 20 scales and 10 different articulation patterns that she has to be able to play every single scale in. And she's just sitting there practicing scales for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Like, that sucks. I get it.
That's it. It's the mechanical
No, and
part
I
of
told
it.
her, I
Can I
think
take
the real
this?
problem that she's having is that she's
I want your peanut butter
practicing
spoon.
them incorrectly, so she's not learning them fast enough. She needs to
Hey, watch
talk to
this.
her world-class saxophone professor, literally like one of the top 5 saxophone professors on the planet, and ask him how she should be practicing her scales to learn them as fast as possible. She just hasn't done that yet, because I guess she's worried that it's not going to be able to like, hold it together while she talks.
Yeah, that is tough.
Get all over the place.
Hey,
Although,
stand
I
up.
would
Here.
comfort her by saying
Here,
this.
finish your peanut butter first, okay?
At this point,
Finish your peanut butter.
with who he is and what he has seen, there's nothing
Put it
that
on
she
your
could do that he hasn't seen
Wrap it
before.
around your spoon. Pick it up. Put it on your spoon.
He's seen
There you
people break down, he's seen people throw a fit, he's been cussed at, he's been all of it. She's not going to do any of the most outrageous things. So worst case scenario, if she starts to cry, it's not going to be a problem. He can handle it because he's seen it before.
Especially
Oh, you got peanut butter in your hair.
music
Go
school,
see your mama.
a lot of the people
Peanut butter.
going
See, I got
into
peanut butter in my
the
hair.
CMA are real emotionally stable.
Right here.
Like,
They almost look like there's
Her-
a blood
her
vessel right
classmates
here
are
that may have
something
like
else.
busted, and that's why I
She
don't.
was
It doesn't
talking-
worry yourself, right?
She was talking to me yesterday about how she feels so lonely because
Almost looks like
she
you
can't make friends with
because
any
you're
of the people in
on
her
the side.
studio or anything. And there are a couple of them that she was already acquainted with,
Well, it might be
but
attached
they
to
have
the
their
side,
own
but this
friends,
side right here
and
looks like
so
it's not that.
she's just like, and so she would talk to them, but then they're talking to their friends, and she isn't able to make any
Ma'am!
more friends because she doesn't relate to
What part
any of
of
these
don't
people.
make a mess means rub it in your hair? Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah, no, and then you also cover that she's not there to make friends.
Yeah,
That's the need to.
Some of them are not going to make it, and she might be one that's not going to make it.
over that too. She was talking about.
Hey, just eat it right. Stop playing with it in your fingers and eat it right. Or eat it away.
That happens.
That going in. Like she's like, I'm gonna lose all my scholarship. You're gonna lose your saxophone scholarship. You have a $12,000 a year academic scholarship. You might have to cover the $4,000 that you'd be getting for your saxophone, but you understand how incredible it is that you have a $12,000 a year academic scholarship that you will not lose unless your GPA drops below 3.0. Her academics are fantastic. She has not had a late assignment yet. She hasn't even.
Yeah, she gets grades in music too, right?
Yeah.
Zoe, what are you doing?
The point is, the grades are not what she's concerned about at all. She has a scale jury at the beginning of next semester where she has to sit in front of like 30 I don't know if it's master's students or what, but 30 people who watch her, like ask her to play certain scales and in different articulation styles, and she's freaking out about it because if she doesn't pass the scale jury, they kick her out. Technically, she's not actually in music school yet. She's in pre-music school until she finishes, does the scale jury.
Listen, Mitchell Brothers.
Yeah, I'm really not sure that it's as bad as she's making it out.
It's not.
Either. I mean, they're not going to expect it to be absolutely perfect. Like,
Yeah, they don't, and that's not the measure. The measure is not perfect. It's like 70% or 80%, whatever they consider proficiency, right? But that being said,
She's getting a grade.
getting there is the problem, right? So you're learning brand new stuff and have to get to 70, 80%. And it feels like you'll never get there. But the problem is too, it's some of it is like speculative.
Josh, you had peanut butter.
Some of it is speculative, like
For shame, Josh.
I gotta figure this out.
Okay, what do you do? What about it?
I'm getting it.
Make it tomorrow.
okay. Am I supposed to be doing something? It's family. It's family time. Yeah.
Whatever we do, we'll need to do that.
That's fine. And we need to be praying for Charlie. And we need to be praying for Charlie.
I don't know where Josh got this. Where'd you get this?
the back hallway.
That's because Zayden brought it down and left it out instead of putting it back like it was supposed to. Imagine that.
Should I help you
What
with
are you
that
doing,
table
baby?
back before you go?
Trying to wash your hands?
Where did that come from? Maybe it's from a.
Sucks.
Better to owe you forever than to cheat you out of it.
Charlie has put the one call contact list at 1,500 exactly.
I do it for 20. See?
Just put it
Negotiation.
Do we delete the disqualifieds?
This side goes
I haven't
against
removed
the
the disqualified
window.
yet. I don't remember the steps to pull that report to tell her how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have time to do it before she had to leave, so
How did she do on getting deliveries on her? And
I'm not sure.
that's the most important thing for you, right? Because you need her next week to
Yeah,
Make sure no one's in there.
needs to be caught up by the end of the class.
Say hello?
by the end of the week, yeah.
Okay. You open?
I know Caitlin worked on it for a while yesterday.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.